guess what? We still love them.
Yes.
So we still love you people out there, even though that you were mad at us or whatever y'all were doing because we were against drinking at 8 a.m. We're really sorry that you're mad at us because we may have put a disturbance in your fun because maybe we put an idea in your head that maybe this isn't right.
It's not us to even judge if it's right, but is it responsible? That's my issue with it. It's not responsible to teach parents that they need alcohol to be a parent.
Especially not at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? So like if it touched you like in a way to where it was enough to where you were text messaging me nonstop, talking about, your girlfriend's post, like, and then your husband has to go out and take a picture of my girlfriend's personal page to repost it. So now he looks bad because it's really cringy when you have to steal somebody's post so you can repost it.
And just be a bully, which was sad to know that those people, because they were our friend. They were like, it wasn't a hidden post, it was they were our friends. So they went to my page.
I don't think they were actually our friends to start with. I think they were acquaintances that happened to live in our community, right? And one of them happens to sell houses, which that's fine. You can do your thing and I'll do my thing, but that was not justifiable just because we don't agree with drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning or telling women, hey, let's get drunk all the time.
Or that you need alcohol to survive being a parent. That's my only issue. The whole culture in general, not just certain people who are doing events. It is the entire irresponsible behavior telling parents, hey, you need this to survive.
But do you think they have alcohol at these events so that they can control people? I think that's what it is so they can control people.
It brings people in.
Right.
Because they get all excited about these free drinks, which is sad that adults can't buy their own drinks, but whatever. But it brings people in. It is such a, people think that they need it to have fun. They think they need it to relax, which I can tell you don't. Like, we have plenty of fun and we're not boozing it up. We're not, God, I'm so tired already. I can't imagine waking up with a hangover. I can't.
Me either.
I can't at all. That would be horrible. But I think it hit a nerve because this is something in our society that has been here forever. In high school and in college, everybody drank. I didn't drink until college, where I thought it was super cool and you fit in. And now we have parents who there's very limited events that we can all go to. We have limited time. And when there is an event that we can go to, a lot of them are drinking. There's drinking involved, mimosas and mommies or tequila and tacos. And when you're doing a disclaimer that says, I know it's early, and then you're giving a reason why it's cool to drink, all you do is sound like a mean girl. Like it sounds like you were stuck in high school. It does not sound responsible. If you were a business person, read up on it, because I promise you the drinking thing that's not trending right now, it's super cool to be sober. Didn't you hear? Or have mocktails.
The kids, all the kids know this too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not cool to smoke anymore. It's not, all that stuff's not cool. I know why you don't drink. They probably know why you don't drink, but here's why I don't drink. So my dad was abused by his dad when his dad would come home drunk and he would whoop up on my dad. So my dad never whooped me, and I think it's kind of a shame because, I needed the discipline. I really did, but he was scared to do it because of what his dad did to him. So my dad was an addict too. Not so much alcohol, but other things, because my dad was a Vietnam War veteran, and he came home after having to shoot people in Vietnam to where he had to get that out of his head to be able to sleep. I really feel bad for my dad for that. But to go on, my stepdad would drink Jack Daniel's Black, and that's where he would get a little abusive with me, to where, it was bad. I'm not going to say it was good. Mom, you're not going to like this, but it is what it is. You know, when John drank, that he was not the same person. So, you know that. And he was good to his grandkids or his step-grandkids when he wasn't drinking. You know that. So my story is, I knew I couldn't drink when I was young. My parents didn't pay attention to me. They didn't structure me like I do my kids. And I think my kids probably have it better because of the way I was brought up was different. I could drink anytime I wanted from the time I was 12, and I drank when I was 12 years old. I could go and get John's Jack Daniels and put Hawaiian Punch in it and fill his Jack Daniels up with water, which I did. And but I knew that I couldn't drink when I was about 16 years old, and my buddy Justin Shepard and I were at a party in Carrollton where we grew up, and I was on top of Justin Shepard hitting him and I know it was alcohol induced, because now I don't drink. I don't have that kind of rage that I would have when I drank. But wow, if I was a drinker today with the ability that I have to be mean to people, I think about the love that I wouldn't have for a lot of people. But I stopped drinking that time because I knew that I was a mean drunk, maybe like my grandpa, maybe like my stepdad. Dad was real passive. Another story is my buddy that I've known since kindergarten. His name's Chad. We are not talking. It's been a year, and we are not talking because maybe Chad has a drinking problem, maybe. But we got into an argument at a Jason Aldean concert while he was well off, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted me to fall in line, but I wasn't drinking, so I didn't just fall in line because I'm not a sheep, and I'm not going to do what you tell me just because you're telling me to do this. It's wrong. But for those people out there that are having a hard time with alcohol, even the people that were mean to us, like if you ever have a hard time or want to talk about it or need a ride because you're too messed up to drive your car, let us know. We are here for you. We'll help you. I'm not mad at you. I don't stay mad for long when people do make me mad, but I still care for you a lot and want to help you. That's it.
And I wasn't mad. I was just disappointed.
Very disappointed.
It's just disappointing because I really thought that, at least the person that reached out to me, I thought was super cool. And when you realize that people are not on the same emotional level of understanding why this isn't a good idea, it's just super disappointing.
A lot of times they're just not on the same intellectual level.
Well, I don't think that. I think there's different. There's IQs and there's emotional IQs. And I think some people really get stuck in that high school, college mentality of the drinking, and they know what they're doing. The alcohol companies know what they're doing.
Be bigger than that.